Hi again, this is Bear Fishing Adventures. I just wanted to pass the tip along. This is a do-it-yourself spooling station. One of the easiest ones out there that you can have in your arsenal. And I'm going to show you how to make this thing now. Hello everybody. I wanted to just make sure that I took some time today and go over a new do-it-yourself spooling station. Now this is something that I've made before. My dad actually showed me how to do this when I was a teenager, and I wanted to show you how easy this is to have some simple spooling station around, so when you need to throw some new line on your fishing poles, you'll see just how easy you could do this yourself. Okay, first off, the height of just some simple boards I had laying around. This one right here, I'm just going to be doing, you want a height of 12 inches and a base of 16 inches for the width. Let's cut these real quick. We'll do the height first. Now what I like to do is make sure that you sand all these things down so you don't get any splinters or anything like that later on. But in case you decide that you want to paint these also, it's nice to just make sure you take all the rough edges off. Okay, so we'll put this to the side. There's our height. Now we'll do a 16-inch width for the base. And same thing, some simple sandpaper. We'll knock this out. All right, good deal. Okay, so there's our top, there's our bottom. Next thing you do is you want to pre-drill some holes. So for the spool itself, I've already pre-drilled some of these just to make it go faster in the video. But it's super fast anyway if you just do it yourself. Live, I mean. So take yourself any size bolt, preferably something that's pretty close to the size of the reels that you're going to be using, or the spools, I'm sorry. Now these spools right here are pretty much a standard spool, so I've got a standard size bolt that's going to fit right onto it. Throw yourself a washer on the outside of both the wood and the spool itself. Okay. We'll tighten that down a little bit later, but there we are. Okay, so now we have the base itself, the 16-inch base. So we've cut this. I've already pre-drilled a couple holes into this, like I said, just to make it field expedient for everybody. And just some simple screws that will fit through. Now this right here is a 1x4, and this one here is a 1x6. That's just what I have. You can use two 1x6s if you would like. There's really no exact way that you have to do this. Whatever you got laying around, as long as it's wide enough to work for you. But I've got a couple screws right here that will penetrate all the way through the 1x into the other board. So we'll spin this off real quick, just so we got less weight as we're throwing this thing back and forth. Okay, so grab our drill. Like I said, I've already pre-drilled a couple holes, but you can line all this stuff up and do it just as fast. I'm just doing it for video purposes, that's all. So, the end of this, let me put some of these screws through it a little bit so I can guide it. There we go. Okay, like I said, I've already lined up this a little bit. We'll pop these in real fast. Okay. So that right there is what you're going to have for a final product as soon as you pop both of these together. Now, here's the bolt. You slide that right through. Put your spool right onto it. Washer. Okay. You can snug it down if you want to a little bit, that's fine. What I like to do in case I'm getting ready to paint these things is take yourself some wood glue and do a bead down here at the bottom. Take your finger, just smooth that thing out. And once that stuff dries, you're going to be good to go as far as a nice little bead going around the side. And honestly, it's that simple, everybody. This right here, I built one of these when I was a teenager, thanks to my dad. And they are the easiest spooling station that you can probably find out there. And there's a lot of different fancy ones, but if you just want something simple with some scraps around your house or around your garage, something like this works just great. Do a little bit of sanding onto it in case you want to paint it later. But if you got yourself a C-clamp, and I'll show you real quick. So get yourself a little C-clamp like this. All you have to do, lock this thing down to a bench, and it ain't going nowhere. So appreciate your time, and let me know if this is something that is going to work for you in your house. If you don't mind, I'd love for you to be able to subscribe, follow me a little bit, and as we go through the weeks ahead, I have a bunch of other tips with and without being out onto the water that I'll share with you guys. Have a great day.